All right, and we're back at the 2014 NRA meeting in Indianapolis, and we have got our long-lost Gabby. Where have you been?
Well, all over the place, pretty much, but all good.
It's our first Gabby on Guns in person, because it's always on Skype.
That's right. And it's our 1-year anniversary.
Oh, my goodness.
It is. Since we
met you.
It's been a year.
It's only 1 year? I thought it was long.
No, NRA last year.
It's like you've known us all your life.
Yeah.
We're like
so
stepbrothers, right? We grade on you that much.
But you know what? I'm so happy that I got to meet you guys, because I have so much fun every time I go in the show, and every time I hear about you guys all around, I'm like, yeah, those are my friends.
You hear about us all around?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Like Joe from Red Jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, oh, you have to have a meeting, an interview with them. I'm like, well,
I'm talking lead.
Joe, I've got my own segment. You're behind the times, brother.
So I felt like special right there.
Yeah. Awesome.
Some congratulations are in order.
Yeah, there's
for you.
something.
There's a big announcement that was made.
Huge announcement.
You were named one of the NRA commentators.
Yes, and I'm beyond excited about this. Not only as a U.S. citizen, as a civilian here that live in this country, and farm supporter and all that stuff. It's just give them the opportunity to share my experiences coming from a different country, different views.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you hear from the media, oh, it's only white people. I'm like, yeah, right, I'm Hispanic.
But you come from a unique perspective also, being from Venezuela.
Yes, yeah,
and
definitely.
And you've been through, some of the hard times that that we're foreshadowing here that could happen here with our economical collapse and
And that's the thing, that even though you said I come from, but technically I still living in that world because my family's still there, So, and indirectly I still hear all the stuff that goes on. So it's there. It's like real. Like I tell people, it's real. It happens.
It's happened there.
It happens.
You've lived through that.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. So that the NRA gave me the opportunity to speak about that, and the reception has been from everybody has been tremendous.
Awesome.
For my first video, which was the first episode of the season, and so it has been amazing.
Yeah.
And you're probably a lot busier at this NRA than any other one you've been at, huh?
Yes, I have, but I try to keep also the NRA convention to be fun for me. I really like to go around, socialize with people, and especially the fans, the public, the general public. So I'm just going to try to do that today.
Awesome.
That's what you're concentrating on today.
Yeah.
Making the rounds, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, you were on Top Shot, that little show that y'all shoot at
that
things.
thing that people shoot.
Yeah. Y'all compete and stuff. And
she's been on it twice.
Yeah, All Stars.
She was on the All Stars edition as well.
Just rub it in, because this guy wasn't. So
that's right.
Mike Hughes.
Yes.
Hi, Gabby. How are you? Wonderful thing, you.
Very good. How are you?
And Mike, this is an anniversary for us too, because a year ago, right now, we learned the proper draw stroke by the Israeli Mossad.
So,
are we going into that?
Yeah.
The hips forward and femurs lined up with your
shoulders
spine.
back. Yeah.
And have they improved upon that in a year, or is that still the same?
We have to go back and assess that. See if they made some improvements. They probably could lean a little bit further back, get more on their
worked
heels.
On it, yeah.
Probably.
Close one eye a little bit harder. And,
I think they hired Kreskin the magician to come in and work with them on that.
Yeah.
You might be right on that. You're not thinking outside the box.
They don't think like us.
So what's new with you? Cert's going well.
Yeah, we've been cranking. Hitting all markets.
Yeah.
Some big orders and some law enforcement, focusing on that. Focus on women shooters very hard. Focusing on the markets for preparation,
right,
for firearms preparation, but all with really a focus on trainers, supporting trainers. So just speaking right here next to 700 trainers for the NRA convention, just on some best practices and what we've learned, and I'm very excited about that. Excited what we've got. Got the M&P, got an M9 coming out. It's not public yet, but we're just doing it for a National Guard contract. Yeah, double single action.
Awesome.
Looking to repurpose that. So it's It's good. I mean, with the products there, but it's really all about the training. I mean, that's we're just a support company to facilitate that training in all forms.
Well, we love ours. We have to kind of use it like we're a divorced couple. I get it for 2 weeks, then he gets it for 2 weeks, then I get
custody.
We trade it off. Yeah.
Then a third person comes in and they get it for a while, and they don't bring it back because they're not in the custody agreement.
Yeah, exactly.
I might send my shipping address, so you send it to me.
Yeah, we'll ship it to Gabby. Well, she's officially
going to rotate Gabby in there. I'm sure he might, be able to hook you up with a little something.
Yeah, we can hook you up. Here, see, it's as simple as this. I reach across, you put your hand out,
on your hand.
Open your hand.
Of course, Mike's got one on him now.
Oh,
He's
I pull it out.
To Gabby.
It's warm. Feel warm. It's appendix carry. Really warm.
And that's not a compact model.
There we go. Look at that grip she's got there. What a gem.
Oh, that's perfect.
Do you see that trigger control?
Oh, it's a dot, man.
There were no dashes there.
There was no dash at all.
No dash.
That was a clean dot.
None
Gabby
whatsoever.
has nothing but dots.
Dude, we were so pumped when we're sitting there and we're like, okay, we're going to NRA, and all of a sudden it comes across Gabby Franco, new NRA announcer, and we're like, she's part of our show. I'm like,
commentator, yes. Gabby on guns.
Yeah. Carrying the flag for the world, Gabby.
Yeah.
Not just U.S., Venezuela, women. You carry it for the world, girl.
I know.
No shoulders, you ever handle all that?
Hey.
Stack it up.
That little petite body carrying all that weight, man.
All 116 pounds.
Oh, we can talk about that later.
I was expecting a big slap across the table on that one.
I was expecting a shock. I'm good at guessing weights. Like, how do you think 160?
You might be 100 sopping wet.
No, but
with those headphones on.
It is very exciting, the whole process. And I don't know where it's going to go. That's the best part of it. I think this is just the beginning, and I hope, I can do a lot more with them. And like you said, and that's the thing when... Even Top Shot, it was funny because people were saying in Top Shot, Gabby, you don't curse and stuff, and I'm like, well, first of all, I don't do it even in regular my normal
which
life.
you didn't tell us until you were on the show like 4 times, and we had cussed like crazy in front of you, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I don't curse, and we're like, oh.
But that's my norm, but also I told I was telling the guys, I was saying, you know what, when I'm here, and the show is going to be obviously live, but I don't represent only myself. When people see who's that Gabby Franco, I'm representing the ladies. I'm representing the Hispanic community, the American, the shooter as it is. So, like you're saying right now, I'm not just representing myself, and that's true. And I always have that mentality every time, especially us, that we are in the spotlight.
Sure.
And even if you're a shooter when you're at the gun range, make sure that you behave because people are looking at you and they're going to say, of course. He's a
gun owner. Of course he's going to misbehave.
Yeah. Exactly. So it has always to go beyond that. So,
Mike, tell us anything else you got coming up. I know I just read an article in Recoil, last month's magazine. I want to know.
Was that a Bugatti?
I want to know if that was a Bugatti, and was that your car?
Oh, the M8. No, that was not my car.
I was like, he better be sending us. He better be sending us another SRT pistol.
We shouldn't have to have custody if he's got a Bugatti.
No, I when I was a patent attorney, one of my clients was Spencer Frazier, SOG Knives. He's paid his dues, worked hard, and had some financial success. He had a bonsai garden. That's why I called him up. So, I want to, because that's kind of a samurai theme. Like, hey, make your environment.
Oh, yeah, you were doing the crane on one of those.
Yeah.
The one-legged shoot.
Little one-legged,
Show him balance.
Stretch it out. Maintain some trigger control while you're getting a little quick stretch. But anyhow, so we saw. Actually, a funny story to that is Jody Lewis, a photographer, said, "Hey, is anything off grounds?" He goes through protocol, in this facility, in his place. In his guest house, and no, man, you're good, he says. So anyway, we shoot out in the bonsai garden. Then we go in the car. Yeah, let's get down in the car. So we're all around the car. We're moving his pictures around. He painted and all this stuff. We're doing that. Then he comes down. I kind of meant everywhere except for the garage. Like, my bad. Did we get everything in the can? Well, 5 more minutes in.
It's like, dude, have you not seen the Samuel L. Jackson commercials? Like, shouldn't everything mean everything?
Everything?
Come on.
Exactly.
No, that was a great article, though, man. I really enjoyed that. You did a top-notch job on that.
Well, Ian Harrison's right here, too. I mean, he's the editor of Recoil, a good friend.
Ian's has popped up, so we're going to get him on here when he gets done chatting.
We've got like a line over here to come on our show. I don't know why, but...
I think somebody told him we were giving away Glocks or something. I don't know.
Ian has officially crashed the podcast.
That was
and he just made a dramatic entrance.
That was not a metaphorical crash. That was physical. Oh my God. Nice.
So we're talking about the article in Recoil that Mike did
last
recently
month
with the Bugatti. We thought it was his.
Yeah, I was hoping it was because I was going to try and get it off him.
He said no, it was yours. He said that was your Bugatti.
Yeah, I went down to Ian's. Tops around his car, his little bonsai garden. These English are all properly prim.
This is my rose garden.
There you go.
Yeah. So another Top Shot veteran has joined us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be the fashion around these parts.
Now, you won it, right?
You guys are like magnets. You just attract.
You don't know that?
You attract one another.
I have that dubious distinction. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And these guys didn't.
No, these are losers.
I was first loser.
Painful.
Now, even though he wasn't on the All-Star as a contestant, you were on the All-Sar season.
Yeah, well, I came back as
one of
just as
the instructors.
Color
cheering us.
That sort of thing. Yay!
Funny that the first episode because we have to do the rope, go across, and then my first concern was like, I don't think I'm gonna reach that rope. And I told the producers, you better put a box there so I make sure I reach that rope.
I think everybody would have been boosting you up, Gabby. I don't think you wouldn't worry about that.
So were you actually there when you saw her get mad for the first time?
I think it was.
When you said that on one of them you were getting mad, but luckily they cut it out. And you were saying something in Spanish that kind of blew some people's mind.
You broke your golden rule of not cursing.
I remember. Oh my
the
God!
First time that you cursed. We've got it recorded. You want us to play it back?
It's on an episode.
That's cool. And I remember so many things. I mean, that's if you think about it, it's like almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Because it was aired 2 years ago, but we filmed 3 years ago.
3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. I mean,
first season was 2010.
Time goes so fast.
The only reason I knew it was 2010 because I have some photos of Pete that I've taken afterwards, where he's semi-naked and and assaulting his girlfriend at the time. But we won't go there.
Let's not.
And the timestamp is on there. It's 2010. It's disappeared really, really quickly. It's been a complete whirlwind.
Yeah, it is so long ago that even people ask me sometimes some stuff. I'm like trying to go back in my brain when that happened or what happened.
And it seems like all you guys have from that show gone on to do and continue to do, great things. Mike with the cert, and Ian, you're the top dog over at Recoil, and the other what are the other magazines they have?
Well, we got Off Grid, and we also have Zeroed, which is a FM publication. Yeah,
Zeroed, and then of course we just talked about all the great things Gabby's doing. I mean, she's just non-stop, 0 to a million constantly.
You still have to do your segment on our show every month.
I know, and I will.
That a girl.
I will.
No, I can comment on that. I mean, something like Top Shot, it's entertainment, and I'm glad to be a part of it because it entertains people, but it educates. And that's really a model to getting good content, getting good information out there. And the drama is sort of a necessary evil, for that, really. But
so what you can do, Mike?
But let me,
what you can do?
What you gonna do, Mike?
But you know what? When it comes to drama, that's something that people don't understand. We have drama in our house, and you love the person next to you. Whether it's your spouse, whether it's your kids, or whatever. And then you put together all this group of A-type guys.
A-hole type.
That's the A personality.
And, things are going to happen no matter what. Oh, so I think it's just not even, it just happens.
It happens, but I got to give Pilgrim Films a lot of credit for the psychology and, the whole bit that going into it, that they know what's going to happen. As much as we have free will, that you put it in there, it doesn't no matter when, but things are going to pop when you put that particular environment. The environment will dictate our behavior to a degree. So that it's clever.
Well, they know what we're thinking, and they see us, so they know how things are going to escalate. It's just we don't know because
I don't know. I don't know if people watching it are quite aware of what actually goes into the selection process to get on a show like that. And if you ever wanted to know what would happen behind the scenes before that actually starts, well, we were subject to something like a day of psych evaluation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And if you fail that, you get to go on in the process.
I think Peter probably had to go through 2 days, didn't he?
Well, no.
I mean, look at the shirt.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
We're talking about you.
Yeah, so they select everybody to fit certain niches, certain personality types. So it's kind of like one of those things where you're standing in a circle of friends and you can't identify the asshole. Guess what? It's you. And speaking of assholes,
oh hey, what's going on?
What's up, Peter?
Can we curse on this or no?
You can. We'll just bleep it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
That's
do it
all
if
right.
it's natural.
Peter Palma has now joined us.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could understand.
Another
me
Top
when I
Shot veteran.
talked.
So we were talking about the psych eval you'll have to go through before
They were saying that you had to
and
go
then
through a
you
week
failed
eval or
automatically.
something.
That was like the most intense psych evaluation you've ever gone through. You're like in class for like 3 hours and they ask you all these things. If you were to put a picture frame on the wall, would you want the frame to be 3 inches thick or 1 inch thick? I swear to God, I'm like, I don't really care. I'm just like whatever. But like from all of this, they sort out.
It's like I don't hang pictures.
What you're like, and it's called a trope. I researched all this. So like each person, so we're not actors,
Right.
We're not paid to do it, and we're just going to do whatever we're going to do. You know, they have to. It's a science behind it. So that's why the same people who do all those other shows like Cake Boss or whatever, all those other reality shows, it's a science. So like if they put me in a room with Mike Seaclander, we are going to fight.
Really?
Yeah. You know
Wow.
what I mean?
Okay, should I be afraid right now? You guys are in the same.
No.
all joking aside, Pete didn't fail the psych evaluation. He did, however, fail the breathalyzer.
Yeah. So eventually you go through all this stuff and they like, you know, all the tests, and then you have to go to see a lady, like a what is this? Psychiatrist or something
Right.
like that. Well, like it was Mardi Gras the night before, and I went.
Oh, man.
I went to a sorority party. That was on thing, and they like got me wasted. And I like just like wandered back to the hotel, whatever. So like I like threw up during the interview, and like she had a banana thing, and I'm like, ate her banana. I'm like, oh. She's like, okay, clearly you're an alcoholic. So it was like, let's just get past that.
Makes you perfect for this episode.
Yes.
This season of Top Shot.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
And I'm thinking, oh man. And then they also like Adam Benson was on there. I'm like, this dude is nuts. They're never gonna pick this guy or me. Like we blew it, and we both got on there. I'm like, this is gonna be crazy. What are the things? But that's what they want, you know.
Now, were you wearing a unicorn shirt in the evaluation?
No, I don't know. What I was wearing. I think I had like a rainbow jacket.
You wearing your
on.
tie,
rainbow
your
jacket.
polo and a
In fact,
tie.
Chris Serino commented to me and said, "Oh, that's great. They've got a special needs kid in the."
So they're like, oh, we got it. They put a gay dude on the show.
No, that was
Finally.
Now, what are you up to lately?
What I'm doing? Well, I go to a college.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
so
What are you going to
enrolled.
school for?
I'm like
Actually
30
further
construction
education.
management.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so I'm in like school. It's all I go
Wow.
to school. It's like it's kind of like what's that one with that one movie where the guy had to go back to school?
Van Wilder?
No, even sillier than
Rodney
that.
Dangerfield.
It's kind of a mix between Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield, because it's like I have the GI Bill and I'm not super poor like these people scraping 2 pennies together. I'm not like loaded by any sense of me, but I'm not. I have food in my house.
Right.
You're so the guy that would do a triple Lindsay.
Yeah, oh yeah. And they don't they can't rage. You know what I mean? Like these kids at 20-year-olds can't rage like professional.
So you're showing them how to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, this is how it's done.
You're
Let's
educating
flip this
them.
cop car over, bitches. But it's also kind of like the other movie, Billy Madison,
Yes.
similar to that as well.
Going
Where
through
it's like
all the
children
grades.
everywhere. And they're just like whining about stuff. Like,
So you're in love with your teacher.
no, none of my teachers.
Billy
You have to
Madison,
remember, the
he
students
fell in love with
aren't
his
in kindergarten.
second
they're in
grade
college.
teacher.
Like, the students are from like 18 to 23.
So that's like prime hunting grounds for Pete Palmer.
Yeah, but it's annoying to listen to a talk show. It's not even worth it.
I was going to say, that's got to be trying your patience quite a bit.
It's ridiculous. So
That is
good
one
for
of
you
the
for going
greatest
back,
tattoos
man.
I've ever seen.
you like that?
Yes.
I wanted to get a tattoo that nobody else had.
I think you nailed it.
I was thinking of getting like Mono Labe tattooed on me or something like that, or some Spartan thing.
But now you got to take a shit.
Why didn't you do the Spartan?
I don't know. I was like, maybe it's going to really catch on, and then eventually my tattoo will be lame. Like if you have a Spartan tattoo or a Mono Labe tattoo, or anything from what's that one movie where they're like, then there was a firefight.
What? I have no frame.
The two brothers go like shooting people.
Which movie?
Shooting People.
It's a-
Boondock Saints?
Yes, if you have a Boondock Saints quote, you're a douche.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a classic. But if you have a tattoo of that, you're a douche.
But a guy
Instead, Pete has a tattoo of a man reading a newspaper while sitting on a toilet.
taking his
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
That
he has a
loosens,
little.
that loosens the intestines.
No, that's the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You have to specify that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a plumber, so that's
Okay.
But I actually
fix
got this
leaky
before
faucets,
I started
so.
plumbing this, so it's weird.
That is odd.
Yeah.
So do you
Just
think
couldn't fell into that.
Do you think the tattoo sort of sealed your destiny?
Yeah, maybe it was foreshadowing. What's that called? Foreshadowing? Yeah, manifest destiny.
Forewarning, maybe.
Forewarning.
Yeah. So,
Manifest destiny.
do we see a reunion anytime?
We're watching one right now.
Yeah, pretty much a SHOT Show. Is that a reunion?
Do you guys ever get together outside of this? Or I mean, I know everybody's balls to the
I
walls with their
visited
schedules.
pretty much everybody. I slept in Ian's house and Chris's house.
That's basically because you're
I
home.
bummed off everybody.
I'm like a nomad, so I've stayed with just about everybody, you know.
Well, and normally when I travel and do my trainings, wherever I go, I really try to, contact the
Hook up with
the
everybody.
people around. Like when I went to Washington State, I, was with Kyle Sumter, and when I went to Arizona, I talked to Michelle Viscusi, and everywhere I go, I also try to talk to everyone when I'm around, so it's fun.
I think you say reunion, but I think a big thing that's kind of you touched on before is having that gumption of moving on, doing the next thing. Like Ian, Recoil Magazine, it's adding value, doing the next thing. Gabby, all their work. Here, going back to school.
Construction management, no less.
I'm like, all these USPSA people are ridiculous. I need to get out of here.
Peter, you're not just going back to school. You actually have a product that you've patented.
Oh, yeah. I have a cleaning kit for the AR-15 rifle.
Okay.
It's
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's kind of what we're hitting at.
We've been digging
That's
for
what
right
We
here,
were trying to
Peter.
hook you up there, but
wow.
you went with the school thing.
Yeah, sorry about
Let
that.
you take it where you want. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty
Throw you
much.
through the window of opportunity, Peter.
All right, okay, here we go. Kicking and screaming the whole way. I say I'm a Marine. I do two things. I get done, and I do it the hardest way possible.
Okay.
Right, like no easy way. Let's just like, how can we do it the most difficult way? So thank you. Oh yeah, it's pretty much it's an AR-15 style or any NATO rifle cleaning kit with steel rods in it, but it's in the shape of a magazine. So it's like a magazine, but it opens up. But it's not. So your lubricant can't be crushed and get all over the place. Like that's why I hated either the Otis kit or the Vietnam kit they issue us, because like you don't carry your lubricant with you because like it'll be smashed in your pack or on you and it gets everywhere, and that's a pain. And the Otis doesn't have the steel rods which you need to remove barrel obstructions. If you're in Afghanistan, you put your muzzle in the mud. You need a rod to get it out. Otis is going to cut it. Or if you have a squib round or stuck case, you can't just go back to your gunsmith and hang out. You know what I mean? So the Otis is nice for hunting and things like that. But, when you open it up, all the little parts fly everywhere. It's horrible. So my kit has a bunch of advantages, over it. One of the main advantages of my kit, though, is that Rob Pincus hates it. And he does not endorse it at all. So, that proves to me that it's of a good quality product and something that's very useful. All right? So if it were something like, the nautical rail or Nautilus rail, whatever, something like ridiculous like that, or like that double handgun that has two barrels, what was it, like 1800 or something?
The double shot?
Yeah, the double shot.
Yeah, double tap. Yeah, double tap.
Why would you buy
Double
that?
tap is the most retarded thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So this
It's like,
leads-
listen, I made a gun where you don't have to use cartridges anymore. What you will do is we'll pour the powder in, and then we put the bullet on top of it, and then you put the primer on the outside, like what the nipples say.
And don't forget the wad. You got to put
You
the
need
wad.
the
in
wad.
there.
Yeah, the wad, and then the wad, and
You
everything.
need to get into broadcasting, man.
Why is that?
I'm telling you, you need to get your own talk show. I'm serious. No, I mean you start and you go, and you're perfect.
No,
man.
we just need to have him on the show because it makes our
Yeah.
job easy.
Here we go.
And he
We
can
just
talk.
sit back and go.
I kind of know buttons that,
And he can talk about 5 subjects in 2 seconds.
And one take time all together too. Boom. I like that. I like that.
Awesome. I love buttons. So you have this thing over here with all of them.
yeah.
I love it.
Just
My
come
car.
twist them.
He doesn't let me touch that. I don't get to touch
Yeah,
that.
I bought those like switches you see in the movies where the red thing comes up and the switches in there. I have like 4 of them in my car that don't do anything. But I'm like, hold on. And they're like, what's going to happen? I'm like, I flip the thing up and they're like, it's very dramatic, but like it doesn't do anything. But I just love buttons and switches.
That's awesome.
So
He can talk about 5 different subjects, slam one of our sponsors, and then
yeah.
go into switches. all
wait,
at
he
the same time.
sponsors you guys?
Yeah, but-
That's cool. Seriously.
Oh,
That's cool.
yeah.
but-
Dude.
Yeah.
That's
You'll
the way
edit
our
that
show-
out.
No, that's
No,
the way
we're
our
not.
show
We're leaving
is.
that in.
Staying
It's
in.
golden.
So no, I mean no, he's all right. He's got a really good
Good recovery.
Okay, keep digging.
No, we're editing that
It's
out.
all right. He's got a cute daughter. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
So I mean,
Get married.
he did that at least.
She's getting married.
You know what I mean? But she's married.
She's getting married. She's engaged.
No, I did. The Recoil did a little article on my thing, and that's how I met Rob Pincus. Is he was like, oh, what if I put it in my, magazine pouch and actually put it in my gun? And I'm thinking, well,
Then you're retarded.
Yeah, you're retarded. We designed that level of natural selection into the product. So then, he keeps going, and then people were like, oh, this guy Rob Pincus hates it. I'm like, who is Rob Pincus? I don't know who this guy is. And so then I'm like, if you've ever been to combat, you would know clearly that you're not going to leave the wire with your cleaning kit right in the front of your things. And so then I researched it.
But it's got to be a viable product when it's in recoil. So there you go.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, I actually sold that.
I think that's where I saw it. I did see. I saw that. Yeah.
Sold. Somebody found out that Rob Pincus didn't like it, and they bought $1,000 worth from me right then and there in cash. They're like, Rob Pincus hates it. I will take $1,000 worth. So I'm like, awesome.
You ought to be his biggest fan.
Commission check.
Yeah, I know. I'll give you 20%, Rob. Thanks.
Pete, let me ask you about your product. For instance, when you have it, the way you design it, I saw that it slides. The top of it slides. What is the idea behind it?
Slide.
The reason I had it slide open like that instead of open from the top is when you slide it open, you could turn the lid almost upside down. You have two kind of tubs where you could either put your little parts of your AR into it so they don't slide and roll around. Because when you're in deployed as a Marine or something like that, or Army or whatever it is, I like all the branches. Especially the Coast Guard because they have choice girls. But you don't necessarily have a bench or something to clean your guns on. You could be like in Iraq or in Iraq.
Right.
Or an actual rack where you'd sleep in. Or you could be on the side of the road somewhere or wherever. So you don't necessarily have a receptacle to put all your stuff in. And there's little pieces of there they could, that you could very easily lose.
Sure.
And rendering that little cotter pin, if you lose that, your gun's useless.
Wow.
So it's you could stick them in there and do that.
You can store some extra parts in there as well.
So now, what is it called?
Kit, cleaning kit.
It's called the MISClean. It stands for Magazine Shape Cleaning Kit. And if you could Google that, or you could go to mscleankits.com.
Okay.
Then you can check it out.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. Now I know what
you're using. I don't like to get into the lubricant wars, but we offer them with either Frog Lube, Fire Clean, or Slip 2000.
Okay.
So
I need to hook you up with a former Marine that does lubricants.
Okay.
You heard of
Good
Modern
stuff.
Spartan Systems?
Modern Spartan.
Spartan can't do it. Sorry.
It's 'cause it's Spartan. You don't have to wear the tattoo.
It's not a tattoo. Oh. It's just a lubricant.
Oh, no, that's all right. We that's one thing I just I will not do. I will not make a zombie one. I'm not going to do.
No zombies.
The Spartan one, I guess, if you want to pay to put it on there, but they know I'm standing
What about a pink
fast.
one? Will you do a pink one?
Oh yeah, I will do
for
the
the ladies.
I will do the pink ones for sure.
Dude, you got to put the rainbow unicorn on.
That's a
red,
dolphin
white, blue.
there, Hoss.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I think you had a unicorn on yesterday.
Yeah,
man.
the unicorn was yesterday. Yeah.
Dolphins are kind of cool because they're real and they like to be masturbated.
That's a little known fact.
That's true.
There's a fact to fight the myth.
They also rape people in the water too.
Yeah, because they're like that. I don't
not,
think a duck
not that that's what makes them cool, but that happens. they're very
How do we
sexual
get
animals.
onto this subject?
That's what our show
letting you roll,
is.
dude. You're taking it
So
to a whole new level.
It's the dolphin rape.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
But
what else is there to we're talking? What do you ask people normally, or what do you do?
Oh, you want our
what's
5 questions?
Oh, I don't know. What is your format of the show?
It's pretty much what you're doing right now.
Okay.
We talk out of our ass, and
you
just
know
where
it.
it goes is where
exactly.
it goes.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you guys talk too? Or you guys have been talking?
We're in awe.
We're enjoying actually listening to you.
So
I don't know if you guys know that Mike Hughes is actually still here.
And Ian and Gabby, yeah, they're all
lying
here.
in wait.
All right, so everybody around the table, how do we find out about CERT, Recoil, MS Clean, and
we know
Gabby
can
listen
come
every month.
talking
and
lead.
You'll hear her on our show every month.
Yeah, you can hear, tune in here with the guys. Or you can go to my website, www.gabbyfranco.com, and you can find, everything the latest.
And now
where
on
I'm gonna
NRA
be.
News.
And now
Is
as
your
an
new book
NRA
out
news
yet?
commentator. Not yet. I'm working on it,
Okay.
working hard on it, but some other good stuff coming.
Awesome.
Very good.
Awesome. Yeah, and you can find our CERT training pistols at nextleveltraining.com. Check it out. Got some videos. The website kind of still sucks right now, but the new one's coming out pretty quick. But yeah, pop on there. And want want to give another deal out there?
Yeah, I was going to ask if our
Don't forget, you also have the bolts too. The bolt carriers. Are awesome.
We have the Cert AR bolt. So if it's your AR-15.
Yeah,
so in your AR.
That's next on my list. Yeah.
We'll hook you up. We'll definitely hook you up. So why don't we do it? Let's make a code up right now.
Let's do a code.
Talking Lead 2014.
That'll work.
All right.
We'll
knock off the 15%.
There you go.
On there. Talking Lead 2014 on the checkout.
You get 15% off.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That brings it down. Yeah. Awesome.
Good deal.
Awesome.
Ian.
Yes, sir.
Tell us how we can get in touch with you and your magazine.
And do y'all ever trade advertising for advertising? Because we can work out a deal here.
I don't know. I don't get involved in the advertising part at all.
Come on, man. You hook us up.
But you got some pull, though. You got some pull.
I can know a guy. Maybe I know a guy.
And are you doing anything outside the magazine now? I know you travel a boatload. You're all over the place.
The magazine, but yeah, Recoil is available at Barnes & Noble and all fine good retailers.
Yeah.
One thing that I'll share with you that is on the down low for the time being is Recoil TV.
Oh, really?
Nice.
It's coming.
Nice. That's exciting.
Need some personalities for that?
Yeah.
A redneck Penn and Teller. We can pull it off.
We could find something like that.
We'll find.
I think we could probably hook. No doubt. And you guys have.
Well, I was going to say, just stick him on there at 30 minutes, and it'll be the highest rated show.
You guys have an online magazine as well, right? At the Recoil.
We do have a lot of online content, and over the last year or so, we've been pushing a lot of unique content online at Recoil Web, recoilweb.com, and you can find a bunch of information there that you don't find in the magazine.
Right.
And
our listeners know that that's one of our favorite magazines. We've been.
Thank you.
Talk about it often.
We've talked about you often, promote you quite a bit. So.
Thanks. We appreciate it. Yep. Recoil's back.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And then
Peter.
Okay, I already said it, but I'll say it again. The magazine shaped cleaning kit at www.mscleankits.com, or you could just Google MS Clean.
You should do that in a sort of monster truck voice.
A monster truck thing? I did run over one with a 14-ton MRAP, and it didn't break. So that was cool, yeah. I thought for sure it was going to get smashed into little pieces, but it didn't. There's a video of it up on the website that I built all myself. We paid a dude to build the website, and he was horrible with it. So yeah.
You going to do a picture with us?
I just did my own.
He's gonna hang
Weebly. I'm pretty proud of it. So tell me how awesome my website is.
It's awesome.
We are proud of you too.
We are proud.
And dude, we can hook you up. We can hook you up with a shirt vendor because you come up with some great ideas for shirts. So.
Yeah, these aren't all my ideas.
I'm sure you've got them though.
Yeah, I do.
Awesome, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we are still here at NRA. At the top of the Lone Wolf booth.
Still here? Where else are we going to be?
Thank you to Lone Wolf.
They didn't kick you out yet.
No, they haven't.
Lone Wolf Distributors have been very generous in offering their top space to us.
Yes.
And our guest.
Exclusive up here. Like nobody else gets it this year.
That's right. And see the Surefire babe over there looking at us? Where? Oh, she's being snobby.
Oh, again?
Well,
yeah.
You guys definitely got the high ground here at the show. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I love it.
We got the vantage viewpoint. But we're here with the Reaper Outdoors guys for the first time, all three at the same time.
No. Last year
at the NRA show.
But we didn't do it on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
We did video.
We did a video.
Yeah, because on the podcast we had you first, then you, and then you.
This is monumental. It's better this way because they can't see me as small as I am. Left hand over there.
We get drowned out by these giants, don't we?
Man, they're monsters.
Like they can walk around and get noticed, and we just kind of just shimmy through the crowd.
That's why left hand sits away from us in the corner right there.
Still can reach me with those big old monkey arms, dude.
I can still reach you.
That's
especially
right.
Long hair.
That beard's gonna reach out and grab you.
Speaking of long hair,
that beard's gonna like wrap around you and choke you out.
A little Medusa beard. His hair too. I think you've joined the crowd. Are you going to do the Hawks Locks for Kids with us?
I am. That's the only reason I'm growing my hair long.
All right. Yes.
And yours is growing fast as hell too.
Probably because it had all them years of not growing.
Yeah.
So
it's like you just
cutting it.
You
said, "Let me out."
At SHOT Show, he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm going to grow mine out too." And then I see you, and it's as long as ours, and we've been doing it for almost a year now.
Jeez. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I don't know, but I tell you, every day I'm going, I would cut this. Other than doing this charity, I would cut it.
Yes.
Just because keep it out of the eyes. Well, I used to give Doug crap.
Can they take curly hair like yours?
I don't know. Can they?
They can take anything that's not treated, so it can't have color or anything like that.
Oh, you're out.
Oh, so I can't dye it blonde.
I can't go get a perm or anything.
No
Just putting that Brillo cream in there.
Well, I can use like pomade and stuff, right?
Yeah, you can use anything other than artificial colorings or perms or relaxers, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then It's got to be 12 inches.
It's got to be 12 inches
from the scalp.
From the scalp. They'll cut it. They'll take your hair and put it in like 5 or 6 different braids and put it in and cut it off.
Nice.
Yeah. Curly. They like curly hair too because a lot of times there's women that had naturally curly hair, kids that have naturally curly hair, and it makes whatever hair they have left look good. You know.
I didn't even realize I had curly hair until I grew it out. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Good. He looks like he should be on Wolf of Wall Street. Back in the 80s. Stockbroker.
Get all coked up and start talking like this all the time. Hey, guys, how's it going? Reaper Outdoors.
I got a stock tip for you. In my Ponzi scheme.
So we hear some good news from you guys. It's in January. Y'all got picked up by...
yeah, that's right. We got a nice announcement right now.
So we can announce it now, yeah?
We can announce it. Actually, we got picked up with the Sportsman Channel.
Nice.
For the first, second quarter, which will be airing January 2015 to June 2015.
Congrats.
And then on top of that, we got picked up with Wild TV, which is Canada and Europe. So we will be airing internationally.
The Canucks.
The Canucks, eh?
Hey, Canucks.
Got to get A in there.
Get ready, because here they come, Reaper Outdoors.
It's about time.
Hey?
It is, man.
Well, it is. It's a tough battle because, there's a lot of competition with everybody and their brother has a TV show or wants to have a hunting TV show. But I think the big thing with us is, it is our world. And, having the tactical hunting survival piece of it is completely different than anybody else out there.
It's unique. And that's every time we tell people about the show, they're like, another hunting show. I'm like, no. Go to YouTube, watch it, and then come back and say, another hunting show. And every single person comes. Yeah, every single person comes back. Why the hell aren't they on a freaking big network?
And it's not this scripted stuff.
No,
I mean,
we're as far from scripted. In fact, we argue
like
about
us.
that because we'll hear, Reaper 03 and Reaper 02 will go, hey, we need to write this stuff down. And then really what it is, you do have to do some shot lists in all seriousness. But when it comes to actually scripting a show like this, I think you're taken away from reality, like the real reality.
Yeah.
You can make reality all day, but when you're out there in the field, the animals never do what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And two, Mother Nature, as far as environmental and weather, you never know what you're going to get.
Sure.
So we're up in Maine this last year, and we actually had the largest amount of rainfall. It broke the world record in Bangor for the amount of rainfall in one day.
And y'all were there?
We were staying out there in a debris shelter.
Oh,
so we didn't even have a tent or anything like that. So you can't script that at all.
It was broke a couple cameras. It was one of those things where.
Did you drop another one out of a tree?
Not this time. No. This was purely Mother Nature, but it was raining so bad that there was no amount of rain gear you could have. You just had to sit there and get wet.
Just take it.
Just take it and stay wet.
So what were the consequences of all the rain? You guys ended up with a bunch of
no eating,
blisters, and
yeah, we didn't eat for almost 3 days.
Soggy
well, actually,
skin.
over 3 days.
Yeah,
we
it was
didn't
about
eat
3 days. Over 3 days
because we had to fish, and the fishing was not good. In fact, my brother and I were probably arguing a little bit much, but good thing that's going to be edited out. We're not that kind of reality show. And then. So we caught a bunch of fish after about, almost 3 days of not eating.
Right.
And it was the best morsel on the planet. So we ate some good victuals.
Oh, I bet.
White perch. And white perch is good whether you're hungry or not.
I was going to ask what it was, yeah.
And we caught, I think, 5 or 7.
7, yeah.
7
John
white
caught
perch.
5 and you caught 2.
What?
I was eating well, and these guys here, they were just watching me eat. They were eating cheek meat.
What was your main hunt? What were you on the...
We were hunting bear.
You looking for bear?
Yeah, we didn't get one. We actually seen a couple. They came in late, but on this hunt, what we wanted to prove was that you go out there. Not everybody gets the animal they're going after. It's about going out and having a good time, the camaraderie. Obviously the survival side of the hunt for us. And when we get done with hunts like this, we just enjoy ourselves. Period. You just look back and go, "This was amazing. It was a great accomplishment." But we passed up some bear that came through. We wanted to get a larger bear. Our freezers, we have meat in our freezers.
Right.
So we didn't want to just go kill to kill on that hunt. And if the right bear would have came by, we would have. And we had room in our freezers for it, but it just didn't. It didn't
happen.
Yeah.
Right.
That leaves room for another bear hunt.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It just opens it up.
I think it also lends to the reality side of our show too, where when anybody that hunts, they don't go out there and get an animal every time.
Yeah,
right.
I learned.
That's a good point.
Yeah, for me. I went out 6 times and never saw a single deer, not one.
But you guys, you put that on air anyway. You go out and you do the hunt. If there's nothing there, then there's nothing there, and that's the show, and it's based around your survival. So you've got other things for your show to have merit on other than just the hunt.
Yeah, we don't have to. We're not necessarily trophy hunting. We're out there to survive and live and fill our freezers. So if you're not trophy hunting, you don't need to get a trophy every time. There are ones who are distracting me right now because I was talking. He wanted to get back on the bike.
He almost did the little model hair flip. Yeah.
Are there any monumental hunts you've got coming up that you're really looking forward to that you can talk about? I don't want to give away any.
Well, we do have a few hunts that we are not going to talk about yet. We're trying to line it up. We're going to keep that one deep, dark, secret, TS, clearance only.
That snake one?
Yeah, read-in only.
The one y'all are going to throw us out of a C-130?
We're going to throw you guys out of a bird
into a snake
swamp. You're going after gators. Actually, you might do a hippo hunt with knives.
Ooh.
Most dangerous animal in the world. No,
have a big ass knife.
We got our shows coming up. Like I said, we're going to, with being on Sportsman Channel and Wild TV next year, we definitely want to get some turkey hunts in. So we're heading to Pennsylvania right after this show, and we're going to go up there and do a turkey hunt. We just got done doing a turkey hunt in Tennessee with some great folks up there, and it was just an awesome time. Actually, we went up there with the NRA and with the timber company, and just enjoyed ourselves.
I guess you forgot to call us.
Yeah, because I think we're out of.
No, you didn't forget.
No, actually, what happened was we were hunting in Mississippi. And we got a phone call, and it was one of those deals where you'd be up here tomorrow. So we just loaded the truck, drove 8.5 hours, got there, and we're hunting 2 hours later.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
And then we stayed there one night. Next morning, Reaper 03 got his turkey as well. So we got 2 turkeys, filmed some good stuff, and then we had to head back down to Louisiana. So it was a very fast and furious trip.
Crazy trip.
Yeah, and it was in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
So that was perfect
but
for us.
You enjoyed the turkey hunt in Tennessee?
Absolutely.
Tennessee turkey hunting?
Tennessee turkey hunt was awesome. We had a great time.
We got a bunch of them.
So we got the turkey hunts coming up. Then we have some pig hunts that'll be coming up.
Sweet.
We have, of course, whitetail in the fall. We have groundhog. We have elk. Yeah. Mule deer. Antelope. So, I mean, what we want to do is bring the people not just the everyday going out in your backyard, sitting in a tree stand hunt.
Yeah.
Their shows are out there, and that's the way a majority of people hunt, and that's great. But we want to bring to the folks, more adventure, a little bit more excitement, and just check us out on what we're doing.
A little more unknown.
Different animals, different styles of hunting. We're learning every year.
Are y'all going to mill-tack the pigs again?
We're a mill-tack. We already did. We just got done with the Special Operation Wounded Warrior hunt.
Yeah.
Down in North Carolina, taking bacon.
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, on your Facebook page.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We were going to come, but what was it that was happening that weekend?
Oh, you guys were
didn't
scared.
get an invitation, maybe.
No, we did. We got an invitation.
Oh, I didn't.
You did.
Yeah.
Maybe you just didn't get one.
It went to our shared email.
Yeah.
It went to our shared email.
Was it an email?
Yeah.
I don't check those all the time.
We got it.
I think you were scared.
My bad. I was scared. I don't want to knife hunt a pig.
I do. I want a cold steel
now, do
spear.
you use dogs?
Yeah, we use dogs. Dogs get out there, get on them, bay them up, and then we go out there and hold the back legs, roll the pig over if we need to. This year was a really special hunt. Every year is a special hunt when we do it with these guys because this year we had a guy, Brian, who was actually missing a Bobby. Sorry, Bobby missing a leg. Only had 4 inches of his femur left and missing his arm from his elbow down.
Wow.
He actually went through the swamp about a mile walking on his prosthetic.
Wow.
And then another SEAL and myself went in, grabbed the hog, flipped it over, and then Bobby came in there and knifed it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Nice.
He got in there and knifed it. And, to watch somebody with those kind of disability go out there, it just shows you what the mindset of a special operator is, but what the mindset of somebody who actually has a deficit and actually balances it out.
Right.
Yeah.
And, becomes...
it's programs like that, though, that you guys are doing, too. It gets their mind off of, their problems that they are having.
Yeah,
it's
every
like
day,
when they're out there, I guarantee you that was the last thing on his mind was, like you said, he was walking for miles. It probably felt like it was his own leg. So he's concentrating on the hunt. He's not concentrating on And I'm sure those things are, painful.
Oh yeah, it freaked everybody out because he can take that leg, he turns it like 180, so he can sit out. and
he's like, "What's this?"
John and I were in a stand. We took him out earlier to a stand to do a little pig hunt with a rifle, and he goes, "John, you turned my leg." He had it turned 180. He just looked backwards like, what? But he climbed a tree stand. He, went through the swamps, literally water up to the knees, in that terrain, thick terrain. And it's true. At the end of the day, we did an interview with a couple of the guys, and at the end of the day, Jason Redman wrote the book, The Trident, and, of course, Bobby, and a couple of the other cats. We did a couple interviews with them, and we had to stop the interview from even myself, being that these are my teammates and brothers in arms, and just, had a moment of silence because of the, the success that these guys are having mentally with the new prosthetics and then stuff like Special Operations Wounded Warrior being out there. Because it gives these guys a mindset. It does me. It's healing to the mind, more importantly than anything else. That you can get out there and do it no matter what.
Right.
I mean, look at these guys that are out there. They don't feel sorry for themselves. As long as they're not doing that, they're going to be successful.
Yeah,
so, it's a great program.
I think that I think the good thing about this year's show, what that's going to be, is the powerful interviews we have. But those guys go through so much rehab, like years and years of rehab. And he said that going on that hunt presented him with new challenges that he's never been through a swamp, since he's been hurt. He's never gone up a tree stand and all that, and he just did it. And he was like, I never even knew I could do it until just now. So they're getting that. They're accomplishing all that stuff and being around all their friends. So it was powerful, man. It's going to be a great show. We're really excited to show everybody it.
Now, does the tactical Escalade show up again?
Last year's groundhog hunt, we used a tactical Tahoe.
Tahoe or Escalade?
Tahoe.
No, there was an Escalade.
It might have been an Escalade.
Because he was calling y'all in, and all of a sudden you pull up in like this pearled out freaking Escalade.
Sean P. Diddy Escalade.
That's right. You got to do that.
We should do a Corvette this year.
I think that was like the second or third episode I had watched y'all's, and I just fell out laughing. I think I called you right as I saw it, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Because y'all hyped it up because you were like calling in, like you were calling in some special military thing, and then pulls up in a freaking Pearl Escalade.
Hey man, it's called you go in dig, use the in dig vehicles. Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
We're blending in with the environment. Not really. Actually, we're so back in the woods up there that that Escalade stood out. It did. We really need to be in a tractor.
You guys are hot on now with the outdoor channel, so you better be rolling a Bentley or something. Yeah,
we get a Bentley. Yeah, let's get a Bentley.
I don't think your father-in-law would like that too much after we're done with
it. I don't know the exposure. It's all about the exposure. You can sell him on that.
True.
Does he have a Bentley dealership?
No, we can get a Bentley though.
I gotta just go to the auctions.
He knows.
How about a Corvette or something? 2-seater.
We can do a Corvette.
Yeah. 2-seater.
Strap a deer on the front of that.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
We'd probably wreck that thing. You guys would wreck that thing there in the woods, driving too fast.
But that's the fun part.
Pack out an elk on the back of a Corvette.
Yeah. We seen one on a Vega, I think. Somebody put an elk on there, and it was bigger than the horns were bigger than the hood.
Really?
It was on our Facebook like a year ago, and it was crazy.
Yeah, it was on the
sitting
Facebook.
there dragging the bumper going down the highway. It's crazy.
Blow its engine out.
So what other big stuff y'all have planned here?
We have a signing at the Miltac booth today at 1400.
That's where we're going to get a crowd to come running up to your booth screaming, Reaper!
That's right. Booth number 5548.
Sign my boobies. We'll try to get some women too.
Hey, let's do it. Have them coming in. Hey.
Yeah, and then just checking out all the new stuff and some of the people we've been talking to. I mean, it's crazy how much stuff is coming out again.
Oh yeah.
There's some really cool stuff coming out with Tridricon, with the bows and the shotguns and everything. We're gonna have a new setup that I don't think it's been on TV yet for a turkey hunt coming up. So we're excited to show people that.
Yeah, we're really bringing the tactical world into the hunting world because it actually works together. So that's our goal here at the NRA.
What's the most useful thing you've seen here that you could use on one of your hunts?
That's a good question. I'd like to use just about everything that's out
here. A little bit of all of it.
Yeah, just line it all up.
That Gatling gun would be nice.
Yeah. The minigun VW bus.
I mean, you can talk to. We were at actually Trigicon's a good one. They have a 2-power ACOG that's out right now. It's not magnified. Well, it's magnified 2-power set, but that's good for turkey hunting. They've actually, in the hunting world, you don't really need so much magnification, but if you're out there looking for a bird that has a longer beard, or you're looking for a certain size, that actually will help you while they're coming in. So it's a little expensive, but I tell you what, it's a lifetime buy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to these places and buy this cheap stuff all day long, but every year or every 2 years you're buying a new one.
Broke people can't buy things twice.
That's right, absolutely. So
you buy the good one
I
first.
did it. I used to do it in the past until I learned, hey, go out and get one thing that's really good. It's a lifetime investment.
Heck yeah.
So there's products here. Like I said, Trigicon has them. Obviously, they've been around a long time. We use them in teams. So they're great products. I don't know about the other products that we've looked at so far. I mean,
Double Tap.
I was going to say, my next question, what's the most useless thing you've seen here?
I think it was the sandwich that we ate yesterday.
The most useless thing here, I don't know.
This interview.
Is there any politicians?
No, that was kind of a rhetorical.
There's been a few of those.
You guys doing the wall of guns? Taking your chances with the wall of guns?
We haven't had time yet. We hear the guy barking when we walk in, and we hear him barking when we walk out. But
one ticket left. One ticket left.
Yeah, there's always
one ticket.
This is the last one.
People win.
I got one more.
They do win.
Yeah, that one won.
Did you win?
Last year.
Oh,
yeah.
what'd you win?
I'm thinking about trying my luck again.
Why ruin a good thing, though?
I picked an R1 and a Ruger GP100. I got to pick two.
Got his first 1911.
Yeah, that was my first 1911.
Leading up until the Sportsman's Launch, how do people find everything?
Ron, you want me to say it?
Do it.
All right.
Are you grilling, Ron?
With my great mic.
Ron was going to do that. I think we're doing the Reaper Nation here.
Is that what
Reaper
it is?
Nation, yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, you want to come check us out? Go to ReaperOutdoors.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Become part of Reaper Nation. It's Reaper01. Standing by.
That's good.
How's that?
Nice.
Try to be in a cave and get that 50 times, and he messes it up every time.
I never mess that up.
Become part of Reaper Nation.
Become part of Reaper Nation. It's like Star Trek.
Yes.
Yeah, so every time we're out there doing it, it takes like 50 takes because as soon as I said become part, and I'll have John back there behind the camera with his arms up, become part of Reaper Nation. So
all of a sudden, left hand is
left hand's on the phone,
taking a freaking phone call in the middle of the show.
To a girlfriend.
Really rude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, that's his girlfriend.
Well, a girlfriend named Chad. That's kind of scary now.
Well, it could be.
He said, "Hey, Chad."
He didn't want his nipple signed by Reaper01.
Well, that is true. He said he was going to come up and say, "Let me sign my boobies." Yeah, we're busting your.
All right, let's talk. Let's talk nice about it now.
Oh, I had to get that phone call. It was important.
We said it was your girlfriend named Chad.
Girlfriend named Chad?
Yep.
Yeah, she's got big hooters. It's Chad from Kel-Tec. He's on his way.
Oh, okay.
See?
Well, guys.
We're getting kicked off now.
Yeah,
Chad's coming.
All right, so next year,
do a video
this shindig's in Nashville, guys.
Oh, yes.
It's in our backyard.
Really? We are throwing a party.
That's right.
A big one.
Hey, let's.
You guys are invited.
What do you guys think about doing a charity event during the party?
Yes.
For, Special Operation Wounded Warrior.
Let's do it.
We'd love to. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I like that
We're
idea.
in.
Yeah.
Well, when we met them at SHOT, we told you we want to do something with them, so it'd be a good opportunity to get that kicked off and rolling.
Yeah, let's do that.
We just said it on air, so let's do it.
When you're away.
You said it on the air, so
or
it's
not.
done.
You
It's
can
like
edit
a
it out.
contract.
I'm serious.
We got raw footage over here.
Yeah. We want to do that. Yeah.
Have it at Doug's condo.
Yeah, my condo's not big enough.
Yeah.
Outside party, right in the courtyard.
The whole thing?
Start a fire. We'll burn the place down.
That's fine.
We'll have a bunch of special operators wounded with their prosthetics running around beating people, starting fires. Let's get this going. Party up.
Exfil people.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for coming on the show again.
Thanks for having us.
And y'all have an open invitation anytime you want to.
Hey, just remember, man, ReaperOutdoors.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Yeah. And become part of
the Reaper Nation.
Not the.
Just Reaper
Become
Nation.
part of Reaper Nation.
Reaper.
Reaper Outdoors.
Yeah. Become part.
We all do it together?
Yeah.
Right.
Become part of
Reaper
Nation.
Oh.
Reaper01. out.
What about us, Ron?
Reaper 007.
02, Reaper 02 and 03.
Everybody wants a call sign.
All right, so now we're here with a few other guys, and we have got Daryl from Tactical Existence. We've got some weird skinny kid from Georgia.
We've got another Chad.
We've got a fuzzy little man pitch from Georgia.
It's our second Chad.
Chad from Iraq Veteran, 8888.
In our heart.
We also have Joe from Dakota Tactical. And we have this guy.
Eric, the Iraq Veteran 8888. Oh, no.
Iv 8888.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, we love having you.
I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, man. So, are y'all familiar with Joe at all? Dakota Tactical?
No.
Okay. You specialize in HK, right?
We manufacture the roller lock guns. Mm-hmm. Most people know the HK no longer imports HK94,
right?
91s, 93s. So there's still a big market for those guns.
Oh yeah.
And myself, amongst a handful of other companies, we manufacture the U.S.-made versions of these firearms.
Okay, nice.
A lot of people like to call them HK clones. Us in the industry, we're trying to separate that word out.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a Colt clone.
Right.
So why do we call these HK clones? So we're trying to refer to them just.
Now, there are a lot of people doing this. What you're doing?
On a manufacturing level, there's about 5 companies that do it.
So not a lot, relatively speaking.
No, but it's also a very small niche market as well.
Okay.
Plenty of work for everybody to go.
Nice. And you may want to talk to these two guys, because not only do they have a huge YouTube channel, but they both work with a dealer.
Nice.
So.
And you guys like HK roller lock?
We love HK roller lock guns. Yeah, I'm certainly a fan of the HK pattern of guns. I like the locking system. I like the smooth recoil impulse. Very reliable. The fluted chambers on those guns give real reliable extraction. I like German quality, and I think to kind of interject, that's kind of part of where these elitists get this idea when they say HK clone. Yeah. It's mainly because HK has this association with branding, with cost, and when people say, "Oh, well, if HK didn't make it, it's not a real HK." Well, that's not true. I mean, there's so many good quality firearms that are made on, in some cases, the original machinery that these originals are made on.
And then
we sell a lot of the PTRs out of the shop, so we're pretty much familiar with the 91 models. We've shot our fair share of HK weaponry, the UMPs, MP5s.
Now, the MP5 we shot in Georgia with you guys, was that a clone?
No.
That was real.
The guns that we had in Georgia at the machine gun shoot were all post-dealer samples that were bought directly from HK.
Oh.
And HK's been a little bit, I don't want to say the word snooty, but they're a little bit tough to work with when it comes to dealing direct. I mean, even when you have love letters, it's almost like if you're not military or law enforcement, they don't want to sell to you half the time.
Well, that actually, as of about 2 years ago, the German government instilled the end-user certificate requirement. So, love letter or not, you're not getting any dealer sample direct from HK. It's legally prohibited by the German government. So,
really?
They're not going to openly advertise that, but some of that pushback that you might get from the reps, it's because they just can't. They're not allowed.
Really?
Oh, goodness.
I've got a 416 dealer sample, and it was one of the last ones that were left in bond before that you could actually get. But I got the last one of 2.
Holy cow.
Once they were gone, they were gone. You just couldn't get them anymore.
Wow.
So really the only way to make another one, like if you wanted a 416, 716, or the 416, if you wanted something like that in a full automatic now, you'd have to take the existing rifle and modify it as a 02 manufacturer and just make it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you just buy a semi-auto MR556.
Right. But it's not a factory machine gun.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then so does that make it cheaper?
Actually,
he likes interrupting.
Because, I think our dealer gun was about $2,000.
Yeah.
And an MR556 is going to run you, if you get a good price on it, $2.5, $2.7K.
That's cheap for that gun.
And that's
kind of get a ballpark of what we're talking about price wise on the difference too. Well, that's the thing about having like the quoted clone is, I mean, like an SP89 now, just to get a semi-auto from HK is going for around $3,000 or so now.
Well, they're probably closer to about $4,500 for those. Our guns are Dakota Tactical guns. We're priced in at about $3,500 on average, so we're about $1,000 less than a factory HK gun. So you can get them, like PTRs are going to come in $1,400-$1,500, where, you know, the same gun from us is going to run you close to $2,000. You go buy a factory 91, it's going to run you about $3,000. They're all over the board. You know, I'm not going to make any comments about our guns. By far the most expensive out there.
Right.
You know, we hand build them one at a time. You know, we've got if you guys make it by the silencer code booth, we've got a 300 blackout roller lock. So we took an 8.3-inch HK53.
Again, 300 blackout here.
They keep coming into it.
Have you seen a pattern here?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
All day long.
I made this prediction. Yeah.
2 years
300
ago,
blackout is going to be, you know, as popular, if not, as the 5.56.
It is. It definitely is. I know there's a lot of big companies that are pushing it. In 2012, Mike Murs from AAC pulled me aside and said, "Listen, can you build us a 300 blackout roller lock?" I said, "Sure. Give me the change price." So he provided them. He provided the engineering. I got the right companies involved to make the stuff. And
that's kick-ass, man.
A year later, we got the gun, and the gun's been out for about a year and a half now. Not in high volume. It's been kind of doing the road shows, getting tested, getting shot a lot. We've got about 15,000 rounds in the platform now, no malfunction. So next month we're going to start official production.
And my favorite gun I've ever shot in this entire Talking Lead experience was at your shoot, and it was an HK G36.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And y'all had the 100-round double drum thing on it?
Yeah, we did have a 100-round beta on hand at the time, and
that was nice.
The G36 is an excellent platform as a service rifle. On select fire, you know, they do get hot quick and they do throw shots. You know, they do string shots real bad as the barrel gets hot. The barrel does flex a lot in that system. But in semi-auto, it's just taking your time with shots. They're extremely robust firearms and they're very capable. Although I would say overall, it probably wouldn't be my first choice for a service rifle. Although they are awesome. I mean, they are very good shooters.
With TacticalExistence.com, what exactly is that?
We do, you know, similar stuff to what, you know, Eric and Chad here do. We review, test guns, firearms, knives, you know, the whole gamut of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing this for roughly 25 years or so, but just recently with doing YouTube and that sort of thing. And you know, like he said, they're probably the most expensive on the HK clone side. That's actually, it's not a bad thing. Roller lock. It's actually not a bad thing because they're a tricky system to know how to do. So if they do it well, which apparently they do by what they, you know, all the cells that you have, it's great. Like I just did a video recently on a P53, which is a phone with a registered. It's a Vector 50. Right, with a registered trigger pack. And it had a few issues. It's got like a double buffer system that had some problems. So if someone builds a great product, if it's a little more expensive, then so be it if it runs. You know, so that's my take on that. But
where are you out of?
We're out of Kentucky. So
whereabouts in Kentucky?
Central.
Okay.
So we've got good gun laws and stuff. So we haven't had too much problems here as of late.
Well, I think I found who's going to get the 300 blackout gun next.
There you go.
We look forward to it.
Talking Lead, send it this way, brother.
Oh, heck yeah, we'll run it.
We'll run it.
Sounds go sending it back.
Just bring it in person.
Yeah, come down with us.
Tennessee?
Yeah, Nashville.
I was just there.
No, you're kidding.
4 weeks ago, I was just there.
Oh,
man.
Should have told us.
You got any plans to be there anytime soon?
Well, I can make plans.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do it, man.
I'll send it right over to you guys since I'm done with it.
I was going to say, I don't want to cut him out, so yeah, definitely.
Hey, all I got to say is I'm going to hire Chad away from you because I've never had anybody that, like, hears the levels and knows what to do, and he's, like, moving the mics around to make sure everybody gets it. So
I'll tell you one thing, he doesn't play around when it comes to setting up shots and everything like that, but I can say that as good as he is behind the camera, he still learned a lot of composition from me, though. I'm still the master, though. He's still my camera bitch.
Sadly, yes. I do it.
Hey, and I want to let you know, there's a picture floating around on Instagram that my brother-in-law posted, and you're like doing your camera Nazi look, like fixing stuff, and I'm looking up like this, and of course he says it looks like Zeke's about to like say wipe that smirk off your face, but I wasn't. I think I was looking at something else, just to let you know.
There were a lot of pictures taken. I'm not sure which one.
I don't know where he's going with this. Plausible deniability.
Yes.
Hey, are you guys coming to our shoot this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be around September again. Okay. And it won't be in ball ground again. I think we've been banned from ball ground.
The HOA kicked us out?
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. That be there. Was a lot of fun. I actually did get some phone calls from the authorities over that and other things. And
not only did you get phone calls from the authorities, but they came months afterwards. We're still shooting out there, blaming us.
So not until September, right?
From the ATF, and
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I think it was a pleasant conversation, though.
Yeah. If we did
take the call,
a fundraiser for the local FLC, that would eliminate some of your problems.
It would. So, have you guys had a good show?
We have. We've gotten a lot of content, a ton of content. We've probably got over 3 hours of interviews, which is going to be good. No.
Tired for about a week and a half.
Yeah, we'll take a week off. Yeah, we'll take a little week off.
But we've not really had an opportunity to go around and check the show out.
Yeah, so we really haven't.
We haven't either.
You don't have to from the 3 years.
Oh, yeah. We can look down on everything.
You guys got the penthouse view here.
We get half of it. Of course, they've got that big wall there that blocks the other half off.
Yeah.
You guys can just watch our videos and live vicariously.
We will. We always do.
Yeah.
I will say this is the coolest setup I've been to being to the NRA Expo so far. So this is definitely Penthouse Suite, and it's appreciate you guys having this pleasure to be here.
We've enjoyed it.
Coming up, man.
So what's new in y'all's world? IV8888.
In our world?
Your world.
Well, I mean, we've
besides old Greg and us.
Yeah, but besides old Greg, besides drinking Bayless from the shoe.
Yeah.
It's been going well. We're staying very busy with a lot of big projects. We just picked up 2 major firearms manufacturers as full-time sponsors.
Nice.
So we have a lot of video production to do for them. One of our full-time sponsors is also one that's to do a lot of install video work for them on some of their products. So that's going to keep us pretty busy. And we also have some other sort of creative angles we're going to be working on a few things I'm sure Chad will tell you about.
Well, we've got one video concept that we've been talking about for a while, but we still haven't been able to get together. It's what is bulletproof?
Yeah.
So we're going to be testing some of the Hollywood events that are out there and just in movies as far as using a refrigerator door as a bulletproof wall. Jumping behind the bar.
A human body.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever
this could be like Mythbusters, but you're going to be
I'll bring the
specific. You got a specific related, and that's all.
There we go.
That's cool.
Run up the wall with the dual MP5 case.
Yes.
See if you can shoot a bunch of people.
We're down.
Car doors, windows, that kind of thing. If you jump behind the car, will the engine block stop the bullet? What you're shooting, that kind of thing. So
we have Jerry Michalak coming down.
Oh, cool.
It's also a fun thing. Yeah,
so you have some speed going on then.
Yeah, we've got a couple of informal challenges that Eric has already set up with him. So we're going to be running the upside-down J-frame revolver. I think they're going to do a grouping challenge with the 642. What was the other challenge that we talked about?
I think we're going to try. I challenged Jerry. I said whoever can shoot
K31
a K31 Swiss 6 shots on an 18 by 24 inch square plate at 300 yards the fastest, offhand. Who can do it the fastest, me or Jerry? Jerry.
I don't know.
Thanks for
Jerry.
He was pretty dang good when we did our competition. Of course, I cheated, but
just like to add that my favorite shooter of all time, by the way.
Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Eric.
I'll be interested in seeing that one.
Yeah, I know.
I think Eric would win the Pinky shooting contest.
All right. So if everybody wants to find out more about Iraq Veteran 888, where do they go? I hate trying to say your name. First, let's change
the
name.
Go to YouTube / Iraq Veteran 8888. 4-8s.
Yes.
I know it's kind of a crazy name, but that's who we are.
But we found somebody that's almost as hard to say. Kirsten Joy Weiss.
Kirsten Joy Weiss.
Yes. It's a lot to
What's
say.
so hard about that?
Well, if you say it a few times.
I saw her at the Federal Booth earlier.
Yeah.
You got her name right, too, didn't
you? She was real flexible. She just rolled in like a,
As far as Joe, Dakota Tactical, how do they find out about you, where to get stuff? And
find us on the web at www.dakotatactical, just like it sounds.
Gotcha.
Dakota.com. And we're also on Instagram, just Instagram.
That's where we met up.
Dakota Tactical.
Yep. Absolutely. And then for Tactical Existence?
You can find us at www.tacticalexistence.com and also on YouTube /, Tactical Existence, and we're on all the social media as well.
Very good, guys. We appreciate you coming in.
We appreciate it very much.
Show for us. We're not going to be able to stay tomorrow.
That's unfortunate.
Fill us in.
Guys, we really appreciate it. Thanks for having us out.
Enter the wall against for us. Win it.
Yeah, man, we never turn down an opportunity to come and have a podcast with you guys. And I know sometimes the humor's a little crude and everything, but I do.
But that's the way it should be.
But you guys are great, and y'all have been a real big supportive effort of our channel, and we like to support y'all when we can too. So
as are you for us.
We'll always jump on a podcast with you.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. It was a pleasure. Big fans of you guys. And,
appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having us on. And we did enter at the Wall of Guns. We didn't win.
I'm not going to say anything.
Hey, just he reserves Nation K.
His comments.
It's not a clone.
Until he gets to know us better.
Rolling lock.
Roller lock.
I'll just take the snob approach that we're just better. And thanks for having me, I guess. But whatever.
We love to put those to the test as well.
Nice.
So,
rewind.
So now we're here with Brittany Starr from SB Safaris in person, not over Skype.
Yes, Star and Bodil African Safaris. Get it right. Get it right.
What did you
live in
say?
color.
SB Safaris.
Well,
that's
your
the acronym. That's
Instagram
okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I guess.
Jeez, make me feel bad.
You know, if I didn't give you crap, you probably wouldn't like me.
She's probably right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I am kind of fun.
Yeah, we'd still like you.
Your personality.
Even though you
goes
take
a
us
long way.
to piano bars that are really like odd techno / 90s
That
rock
was
bars.
the weirdest mix of music at a piano bar.
What? I can't hear you. What?
Yeah.
What? My hearing
Usually you
is
go to a
damaged
piano
for
bar,
life.
you can have a conversation but still cheer on the music and
Yeah.
then sing the music and then back to the conversation. But that one you couldn't hear squat.
They were playing Bop by Hanson.
Yeah.
Among other things.
And then they would go like totally old school with like Journey.
And hip hop.
And then, yeah, they were rapping. It really was.
The Miss New Booty song, they sang that one.
Yep.
I don't see how you guys could make out what they were playing. It was so freaking loud.
And we're spoiled too, man, being in Nashville.
I'm sure.
What are we spoiled about?
Because you go to a piano bar or a karaoke bar, for that matter, in Nashville, where everybody's trying to make it in the music business, and you get like
everybody can sing. Everybody's American Idol.
Oh yeah, and then you come here and
hey, that sounds everybody's American Idol.
It sounds what?
Sounds like a movie.
Thank God for editing. Oh, the snort! Yes,
there it was.
Okay, now you got 3 snorts in the last episode.
I did? You counted how many snorts I had?
Yeah, remember by the end of the show we were laughing about it, and you snorted again. I think that
So we've actually got a bet on how many times we can get you to do it this show.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah?
Let's see.
Yeah, I think we're
We
working
shall
on
see.
it.
So how much time
We're
do
gonna
we
catch you
have?
off guard.
How much time do I have?
Uh-huh.
Where are you headed next?
I am going to a cocktail reception for Winchester Train and Defend ammunition, and that starts at 5, and I have to go there, so I have to leave here at 4:30.
So we've got about 40 minutes to make her snort more than 3 times.
Right.
Okay.
So I think we can
do
do
it. It can be done.
So what's been new with you since the last time you were on the show?
New with me. I have been turkey hunting a lot.
I've been seeing those.
Yeah.
You've gotten a couple.
I got one turkey. I went on a hunt.
Okay, I lied. You got one.
I got one turkey. I went on a
you
hunt.
just took a couple of pictures with it.
It was the same one in multiple pictures. I went with Benelli on a turkey hunt. They had a group of women writers. There was 8 of us, writers and dealers. And we went to Texas to hunt with Double B Outfitters. And we had a fantastic time. My bird, it was crazy. We hunted really hard for like 3 days. Could not get anything going, could not get a bird. And on the last day, I did the hell run before I had to go to the airport. And I shot my bird. We were supposed to leave for the airport at like 9 o'clock from the lodge. And I shot my bird at like, 8:45.
Shot the bird?
Who are you flipping birds to?
45.
The
Come
bird.
on, girl.
Shot
Shooting
the bird.
birds. You can't do
A
that.
turkey is a bird.
No, we're talking about that.
Oh, not that kind of bird.
You're shooting the bird.
You
What's wrong with
guys get so off track.
Well, that's the fun part of the show. Okay, wait.
No, it's called Flip the Bird.
She wants us to say, so Brittany, how was your day at NRA today?
That's not what I want you to say.
Okay, all right. So we can be us.
It's called Flip
You don't
the
want us
Bird.
to use our sultry radio voices, baby.
Or do you want us to do the Zoo Crew version?
Hey, how you doing there, Brittany?
Oh my God, your
We're so glad you're here.
Your eyeballs got
I know.
really
That's part of the whole thing.
Calm down.
Or you want us to just be us?
I just want you to be you. That's how I like you best.
Okay, well then, yeah, we're going to get off track.
So have you had a chance to go around and look at anything?
You notice what we just did with that track, right?
You went all the way around. Yeah. I saw that. I have really... I've done a couple of booth appearances. I had Galco Gun Leather today.
Galco.
And they are actually the sponsor for my column at Women's Outdoor News. It's called Shooting Star, and so I was there for a couple booth appearances and checking out.
We just left that. James Yeager was over there.
Yeah, Yeager was there. Yeah. A couple other people were there.
So we were there at the same time. We just didn't know it.
No.
Yeah, we were actually. Yeah, we probably left.
You guys got there after I left. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
so
we were right behind you.
I see how much you guys love me.
We were like what? 4 people behind her.
Yeah. So we were probably there at the same time.
Weird.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not feeling the love.
It's kismet.
Sure you
Is it kismet? Is that the word?
Charisma.
No.
Charisma.
What?
Kismet. What did you say?
Kismet. Okay, I was right. All right, cool.
What is that?
Come on.
Get
fate, a dictionary.
Fate, destiny.
That's why I got you here.
Ask Siri.
What is kismet?
Karma?
Yeah.
Whatever.
So other than that, I've been really busy with meetings and other things like that. So I really haven't had too much of a chance to walk around. But my mom is here with me at the show, and she has been buzzing around like a busy person.
Really?
She's not met her yet.
Oh my gosh. Well, she's awesome.
Yeah, why didn't you bring her up with you?
Everyone loves her. She was doing something. I don't know.
Couldn't find her.
I couldn't. I never know what she's doing. So
put a GPS on her.
Yeah, I should.
Have you done any other than the turkey? You done any? Or you've got one coming up. We were talking about it earlier. You've got a big hunt coming up.
I do. Actually added in a couple other things since last time I talked to you. I have a helicopter hog hunt in Texas coming up. So, yeah, with the Two Vets Arms crew.
And I think you need some media to cover it, right?
I'm the media.
You're the media.
You need some radio media to cover it, right?
I'm the media. Yeah. So I have that coming up at the end of May. And then in July, I have a safari that is coming up. And then a couple of gun sight things. And I am shooting the Lady 3 gun in October in Georgia. So, and I'm on Team Two Vets Arms.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
Is this your first?
Because you announced that on our show.
I did announce that. It was a hot news.
Exclusive.
Yeah, exclusively on Talking Lead.
Exactly.
Exclusive Talking Lead. Well, I was trying to find out what kind of guns you're going to use for your 3 gun.
For my 3 gun, I am using a Two Vets Arms 5.56 that has some awesome 3 gun modifications done. I am using a Glock 34 that has some modifications done on that as well.
Can you tell us your mods?
Yeah. On the Glock, it is ZevTech magwell and trigger and Terran Tactical base pads.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty tricked out. It's pretty awesome.
Did you get a little custom logo put on there?
No, I didn't get a custom logo, but it does have custom Cerakote in my favorite color
which is?
Dean from Two Vets made this color for me when he made my rifle, and it's called Electric Sex.
Okay.
It's like a variation of OD green it's like a shimmery OD green. It's really hot.
Oh,
I love it. I named it
like a glittery.
It's not glittery. No, it's
just shiny.
It's just a sort of a shimmer. It's just got a little something to it.
Okay. Little something something.
A little something.
I want to see that.
I want to get a special Cerakote color named Little Something Something.
Electric Sex.
You want to see Electric Sex?
I want to see Electric Sex.
I will show you Electric Sex.
I want to see it.
Whoa!
I don't believe it exists.
Whoa!
Wow!
You said we go off the track.
Is this just on your Glock, or is this?
It's on the whole rifle,
the whole rig,
the rifle, and then it's on the Glock slide and the base pads and the magwell.
Cool.
So yeah, cool. It's pretty hot. And
you got to get your logo put on there too.
I know. I need a shooting star.
Yeah.
I know.
That would be cool.
Should say shooting star.
Now this is your first 3 gun, right?
This is going to be my first 3 gun.
Yeah.
I'm excited because, it's all women. So normally when you do all women's stuff, there's like no judgment. Everybody really tries to help each other, and it's a little bit less pressure. So
yeah,
I've been practicing. I have a really awesome coach.
Less trash talking going on, like
less
a male
trash talking. Yeah,
3-gun.
Less. Yeah. So my coach.
I was gonna say talking, but
talking.
Yeah.
Can you say that?
It'll get beeped, but you can say whatever the you want. It'll just get beeped out.
Or cut.
We have a clean
we'll do that
feed on iTunes.
If it gets a snort out of you, we'll do it.
Not even one snort yet.
No.
One.
Well, that was before we started recording.
I think you've just been paying attention to it. That's what it is.
No, I haven't. You just haven't been funny enough yet.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh.
God dang. Okay. All right. We gotta now that the pressure's up, we're not gonna be funny at all.
We got off track. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, my shotgun. My shotgun.
Talking about
3-gun. 2-gun. That's just a new game that we're going to make up.
That's going to be the lazy person's 3-gun.
2.5.
I really don't want to go as far as 3-gun, so I'm just going to do 2-gun.
2.5 guns.
Yeah.
Ow! Son of a...
What?
Sorry.
What happened?
My Cantu Bruner pen just stabbed me in the hip because it was in my pocket.
My brother's here. I was looking for him. He said he...
Okay.
No, that's not what happened.
Are you ready?
It's not his brother here. Yeah. No. We're still in the show. 1, 2.
Okay. So my shotgun is a Beretta 1301.
Nice one.
I don't even think they're out yet.
Is that like a 410?
Yeah. 410. Single shot. Single shot. 410.
Breech load.
Yeah.
For 3-gun?
Exactly.
Yes.
You
are the woman.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a big
badass.
deal. Kind of a big deal.
We know.
That make it a stiff competition, though. If you were to win doing that, can you imagine?
We should.
All the sponsorships you would get?
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
So who are you shooting against, do you know?
I don't know. I know that there are about almost 200 women that are signed up for it. So, yeah, that's all I know.
200. That's a lot.
There's about 200 women that are doing it.
So how do you think you're going to fare? Let's go ahead and make a prediction.
Okay, so
we're going to make a prediction on how Brittany's going to fare.
Here's my list of things for my first 3-gun competition. Number 1, don't throw up.
Yeah.
Number 2, don't get disqualified.
Okay.
That's key.
Number 3,
don't forget your guns.
Does snorting get you disqualified?
No, snorting adds extra points.
Okay, well you're in good. You're going to do
right.
good. You're going to fare
Number
well.
3, don't come in last.
So as long as you're not last.
As long as I'm not last, I'll be happy.
But you know what Ricky Bobby says?
Did we tell you about our competition team that we're going to do some videos with?
No.
If you ain't first,
you're last.
You're last.
Exactly.
Or shake.
Shake
he didn't
and
say
bake.
bake. The other one said bake. He said shake.
Shake?
Yeah, let's not do that.
No, that just looks really aggressive. That's very aggressive.
Once again, thank God.
Have you seen the movie?
Thank God we're on radio because the image of left hand doing.
Oh, what about you talking about how to get the mic closer to your mouth earlier?
Well, I'm just trying to show them that they've got to be right on the mic.
Exactly.
Oh well. Yeah. But no, we're gonna. Oh wow. I just caught that. A little slow.
Yes.
3.
Oh my God.
3 snorts. She's tied her record.
Yeah.
No, but we are going to do a competition team, and we're going to do some videos of it where we're going to get like professional competition
Team Talking
shirts,
Lead,
and we're going to use High Points. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, and we're going to do training videos with them to where like we'll see the video. I mean, we'll see the gun and we'll put it down and we'll actually say this is a workout you can use.
When he says we, he means he.
Him.
We're going to do it. I'm going to make it.
I'm
and we're going to put a
cinder
cinder block.
High Points.
We're going to like hang a cinder block from our holster and like do exercises to get used to the weight of the High Point.
Okay. I saw someone shooting a High Point at the range last week.
And did you?
Was that awesome?
Did you talk them down?
So it was really unfortunate because it was like this couple, and the girl, she was really excited, to be out there with him, and it was High Point, and it had like an airsoft laser or something hanging off the bottom of it
that they welded on.
Yeah, and like they were only using the laser; they weren't using the iron sights at all, and they just weren't hitting the target. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I can't hit the target," and their grip was so unfortunately horrible, and I just wanted to help them so bad. But when you're at the range and you like,
were they teacupping it?
Yeah, they were both teacupping it. And, you're there and you don't just want to, like, bust in and, try to help people.
Sometimes you got to do that.
It took all I had not to just be like, help me help you. Please.
Oh, well. Yeah. So what has this show been like for you so far?
Show has been really good.
And I'm not talking about us.
I mean, you guys are always great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Heart. I'm making the heart symbol sweet. Right now.
Thanks, Taylor Swift.
Whitney Starr.
Whitney. No, it's been good. It's been really busy. A lot of media running around different events. And yesterday, I had the NRA Women's Leadership Luncheon and Auction, and actually my safari company, Star and Bodil, we donated a hunt to SB African Safaris. We donated a hunt to the auction to help raise funds for the NRA Women's Network.
Very cool.
Yeah, and so I was really happy to be there representing our company, and it was just yesterday was really fun. Got to spend a lot of time doing that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Left hand is completely talking over your interview.
I know, and I want to punch him in the face.
Do it. Punch him in the gut. Just do it.
When you tell somebody you're at the top of something,
they should look up
instead of looking.
So you're going to another event here shortly.
I am.
Which is
Winchester Train and Defend cocktail reception.
Nice.
Ammunition.
Ammunition. It's the perk of being media is that you get invited to places where you eat and drink for free.
Really?
Right?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody wants to get on our show, but then they don't invite us anywhere.
They don't pay for our drinks.
What the hell?
Sad.
What's up with that bullshit?
I can't drink
story.
I just got offered a Coke.
Zach's offering us a Coke.
No, but that's awesome. That's very cool.
Yeah.
And we are happy to have you on.
Thank you.
To come on our show.
We definitely want to, right before you go on the big safari that you're getting ready to go on, and then when you get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a before.
Or since it's Skype, you could actually do it from Africa.
Can you? You gonna have time to do that?
No.
Not so much?
No, not so much. I'm actually...
we're not going to have her on when she comes back.
Here's the story, right? So I'm constantly on, like, online working on my phone. Mm-hmm. And so when I go to Africa, that is put my phone in the desk drawer and don't get it out for the whole duration of the trip. Like, I'm not going to get online purposely. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. So, but we can totally do it before and after.
Okay.
It'd be awesome.
We will.
Yeah.
So if people want to get on and find out more about where to go to get a safari for you guys, where is it again?
SBAfricanSafaris.com.
If they want to follow you on Instagram, Twitter, and all that fancy stuff?
At Brittany SB Safaris on Twitter. Facebook, just Brittany Starr, BRITNEY.
Yeah.
STARR. And Instagram.
I gotta make sure I spelled that right when I Instagrammed your picture.
Instagram is SB Safari. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Instagram is just that. I thought you were about to say more,
Safari.
like .com or something, but no, it's Instagram. So.
Yeah, get with it.
Thank you so much for coming on again.
Thank you for having me.
It's always fun.
Love it.